Hey team, what's up? Today I'm going to show you how to use reverb as an instrument. I think this is a really cool creative effect. It took me a while to figure out how to do this, but I'm going to show you the quick and easy way. It's a lot of fun and I think it's got a lot of cool applications. So let's just start by giving it a quick listen. I've sort of simplified the song a lot down to its constituent parts so you can really hear it and we can focus on what it's doing. So that part you hear going, this is the reverb here. And so that's the way reverb is actually acting as almost a gated instrument in and of itself. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. Okay, so let's focus in on this reverb here. So I've just got it on basically a piano, stab, boom, bam, boom, and then a pad as well. So it's the emotional piano and the cloud sound. And I'm sending both of these to RV7000 here as a send effect, which is here, the first reverb on the reverb bus. And so if I just solo that real quick, you'll hear before it fades out. Okay, so I think that's a pretty cool stutter effect you got going on there, and I'm going to show you how to do it now. So the first step is having some basic instrument sounds. Here I've got the piano playing chords and sort of this pad. I've got other sounds in the background, but I'm just trying to focus really on the effect here. And I'm sending these to the reverb. And so now let's click on the rack and go to the reverb. And what do I have going on the reverb? Well, first of all, I have a really long, deep delay. So let me just show you what that delay would sound like clean without any of this processing and other effects I'm doing. I'll boost the volume a bit. You hear how it's just sort of this broad, washy sound without any real texture or rhythm to it. So to get some movement in it, what I did was add two of Selig's gain plugins here. One in trim mode, and really you just got to do this to keep the volume from going too loud. And I'm going to warn you right now, if you don't do this right, and if you're experimenting, there's a very good chance you could make things clip terribly. So start out with this fader pretty low in trim mode, and then you're going to add the other Selig gain before that and put this into VCA mode. And the difference is that VCA mode is an absolute addition. So this is 0 and this is up. Whereas the trim mode, it's plus or minus 24. So it's basically unidirectional versus bidirectional. So I've turned the volume down to prevent clipping for now. And now what I'm going to do is take an LFO, the pulsar here, and basically first I've got the LFO here set at the right rate to increase the volume of the plugin in time. So this is what it sounds like now that the pulsar is going to be increasing the volume here, inverted based on when it comes up. So you hear it sort of stepping up there, which is sort of interesting, but not as interesting as it should be. So what I then went and did was add a envelope in from the kick drums channel here. So let me just undo that, and basically what you have is from the Kong pad, the gate out going into the envelope of the pulsar. So that means that every time the pulsar every time the kick drum hits, you'll see this lights up. This is the envelope, and I've set the attack and release, and that then resets the LFO. So this pattern restarts every time the kick drum hits, which then in turn starts sending the fader up in volume. And these create this sort of almost gated effect on the reverb. And finally, I added just a couple of compressors behind it to give you a more consistent sound. And so you'll hear how the instruments are all sort of interacting with each other by using the kick drum to trigger the LFO, which then triggers the volume of the reverb tail. So I hope you enjoyed this and found it really interesting. You can do all sorts of different things with this effect. You could use it to trigger how loud a phaser goes. You could switch the LFO patterns. This is really just a start, but hopefully this is a useful new trick for you to use. And I'm sure you can do this in other DAWs as well. You don't need to use Reason 9 for this. Any version, I think after 6 or 7 would work. And there's definitely workarounds for all of these. There's similar devices. So good luck. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. It would really help me out. And also let me know how I can help you out.